Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sullivans again because Zoe and Ben have been up to some mischief. Zoe has been on the rampage, she's been feeling a bit wobbly, and but before we get into that rant that she came out with, we're going to take a look at what's happened recently because one of their kids has broken their arm, and I'm not saying it's their fault, but come on, right? So a few days before it actually happened, or a day before or something like that, they decided to take the sides, the netting, the safety netting down from the trampoline because, you know, it was getting to bad weather, you know, so do that, yeah, do that. But oh God.
So, trampoline is done.
And the trampoline was sorted, but then one of their kids, their 5-year-old son, decided to go on it and bounced away and bounced off it, right? And broke his arm. You know, really sad and upsetting, right? Obviously, they had to talk about it, and Zoe had this to say.
You would have seen Ben taking the sides off the trampoline yesterday. Now, obviously, when we were in Lossie, we didn't have any sides on the trampoline for about, I don't know how many years, about 8 years we didn't have any sides on the trampoline. But when we moved, we got a new one in Lossie, so that one had sides. Before that we didn't. So obviously moved here, put the new trampoline up again, had sides, took the sides off for the winter because we're expecting storms and stuff like that. So we always try and everybody takes the sides off because the wind can be wild, especially living right on the coast. You know, we're expecting kind of wild weather during the winter, so we took the sides off for winter. Said to the kids, be really careful on the trampoline, little ones try and stay off the trampoline with no sides on. What happened? Joseph fell off the trampoline. So literally turned our backs after tea, turned our back for 2 seconds, he fell off. He's landed on his elbow, and I spent another Saturday night in A&E last night. So obviously the weekend before was with Noah, who broke his wrist on falling on the ice. Last night I was in A&E with Joseph because he has a fracture in his elbow. So obviously it swelled up to like twice its size and bruised almost immediately. We took him in, and I mean that was a bit of it was a trauma in itself, obviously, with the issues that he has. I mean, getting him in the car just to go to the doctors was a nightmare, and I wouldn't have taken him had I not thought that he's broken something. But he definitely needs to go and get it seen to. He wouldn't take any pain medication because he hates taking medicine. So it was more traumatic trying to get medicine in him than leaving him without. So anyway, I mean, I know accidents happen, and accidents do happen. And, you know, we've had a trampoline for years, and I think we've only ever had, touch wood, one accident on the trampoline, which was Charlotte years and years ago, cut a leg on one of the sides. Since then, and like I said, we had a trampoline with no sides for years. Nobody ever fell off it, and you kind of take it for granted because there was, you know, no accidents. Then we got a new one with sides, and, you know, happy, everyone's happy. As soon as you take it off, somebody falls off, and you just think, you just feel terrible because, you know, it's the 2 minutes that your back is turned or you're not watching or something like that, that an accident happens, and you think, you know, we're both like, we should have seen him, we should have, you know, anyway. I know accidents happen, but it, you know, you just feel terrible, don't you? You feel like you should have. It's just one of those things. It's part of. It's horrible, isn't it, when there's an accident?
Yep, accidents do indeed happen, Zoe. However, it could be, get this, it could be avoidable. You know why it could be avoidable? Because trampolines are not recommended. In fact, you should not go on a trampoline under the age of 6 years of age, and I believe your child is 5. Now, I know it's a grey area possibly, but it's a guide. Anyway, it is a guideline. 6 years old, trampolines are not recommended for children under 6 years old. This is because their bones are softer and still developing, and the repetitive jumping can damage their bones, joints or growth plates. Remember the following safety, right? So it advises you not to go on a trampoline unless you're 6 years and above. That is the recommendation, and your child is 5, and you know, and that's not taking into account the fact that they may, you know, bounce off and break bones and stuff like that. You know, that is I'm just saying, when you say it's you know, could have been avoided, could not have been avoided, was it our fault, was it not our fault? Yes, it was your fault. I mean, first of all, as I've just seen, he shouldn't have been on there in the first place. But secondly, if you were going to put him on there, if you're going to allow him on there, at least be watching him. At least be there with him whilst he's doing it, not just sort of allowing him to bounce away and you're there. I don't know what the hell you do. Are they cooking chicken burgers or whatever, right? You know, at least watch him bounce off. But there you go. So Zoe then, a couple of days later, unrelated, decided to have a little bit of a rant because in her words she had a wobble, and then when she says that, she means that she's been getting a little bit of hate and a bit of pushback about something. So let's see what she had to say about that, because it's usually quite fun.
So yeah, had a little bit of a wobble on Monday. I felt really, first thing in the morning, I felt really down about it all. I felt really kind of like, you know, personally attacked, I think, especially when people are attacking my personal appearance and weight and all those sorts of things. You do kind of feel that people are personally going for you. But anyway, it's done. I went to Starbucks, got myself a coffee.
Wow, Starbucks! Oh, brilliant! I can insert a few clips of Ben going absolutely insanely insane about his Starbucks and his his bacon butty that he loved that one time. That was brilliant. We'll insert that now.
Florence has had, but not to worry, because the older girls are going to take me out to Starbucks for a bacon roll and a coffee, which I've been looking forward to for weeks actually. It's a nice treat. So that's the next thing. I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to get the girls sorted out, get in the car, I'm going to go over to Starbucks for a bit of a treat. So I'll have to take one back for Zoe when I have to take a coffee back for Zoe, bless her. Coffee, haven't I? What a lovely morning I've had so far. I've got my Costa, I've got my cappuccino. Costa? I'm in Starbucks. The girls have spent Costa. I've got my Starbucks.
I want Isabel.
Did you like your chocolate coin? Yeah. Did you like your smoothie? Yeah? Was it really good? Yeah. I can't believe I just said Costa. I've been going on about Starbucks for 2 weeks. I've just said Costa. You want to go and stand next to Isabel?
Yeah, then.
Go on then, darling. Off you go. So yeah, I've got my coffee. I'm happy. I've had my bacon roll. How was your bacon rolls?
I had a sausage.
Oh, you had a sausage, how was yours? Yeah, all good? Cool. So I think the plan is we're going to finish these and then we're going to go to the shop across the road, aren't we? And then I've got to go into Elgin for a little bit to drop some charity stuff off. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy my coffee. Cheers.
Went to, obviously took the kids as well, the ones that were home. I didn't just leave them in the house. Went to Tesco's and got a meal deal for lunch. Felt much better about it all. Later on, gave myself a bit of a talking to. Went over in my head a few times what I'd say to people, and then I feel much better. And now it's gone. Until the next time. These things only ever bother people, and you'll speak to any content creator and they'll say the same thing. They only ever bother you, really, because you get used to it. You grow a thicker skin, you get used to it. You get used to people, you know, we're not all the same. And things that I don't think are acceptable, and I wouldn't teach my family that are acceptable, other people think that it's fine to do.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have different standards, don't we? We don't like, most people don't generally pimp their kids out online and endanger their lives every day, but you seem to find that acceptable, so that's okay. Other people don't like, maybe you don't like that people say stuff about you, and that's okay, I guess. But you do you. But
you have to remember that that's just what they are. That's a reflection on them, not on you. So you have to take that on board. But sometimes it all gets a bit lost and your brain gets a bit mushed, and it's only ever a problem when you're already feeling vulnerable about things, and then it all starts to, you allow it to come in your mind and it all starts to get on top of you. But we're very good at snapping out of it.
You know what you're not good at snapping out of though, Zoe, right? So I watched your most recent vlog and I was absolutely disgusted that you filmed an entire segment with one of your kids' school uniforms in the background with the badge completely showing. I know you really don't care about child safety, you don't care about child privacy, and you don't care if people know where you live or where their kids go to school or anything like that. But that is just insane. That is just like giving people your child. That is like saying, right, this is where you can find them on a, between the hours of 8:30 and 3:30 or whatever time it is they go, right? And that is it. That is insane and insanity, right?
And staying positive and just getting on with it. There's always going to be people that criticise. There's always going to be people that feel that it's okay to spout hate. There's never going to be, and unfortunately the platforms, creators if you like, don't always do enough to stop it.
Oh, I agree. YouTube do not care about child exploitation. YouTube do not care about child safety. YouTube do not care about children being pimped out. They don't care at all. I mean, you should have a word with them about that.
Which is a shame, but equally these platforms are huge, and where do you start? So your own little corner of the internet, you have to just kind of do what you can and rise above it, really, which is what we try and do.
Well, that's good. Excellent. I'm glad you can rise above the hate. It's not all hate. Some of it is constructive criticism that I like to call, I'm glad it's not me that she's referring to on this occasion, by the way, because, I haven't said anything nasty to her for a long time. I don't say anything about her weight or her looks or her appearance. That stuff doesn't interest me. Stuff that does interest me is things that they continually do. And I mentioned about the school uniforms thing before, and even on their Instagram they have pictures of their kids in school uniform and they don't even bother to blur out the badge. It's absolutely insanity at its finest. I can't believe, I really can't believe that these would do such a thing. It is unbelievable and unacceptable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going off on a rant there. So until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts about this down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Until next time, take care of yourselves and bye bye.